Has YouTube changed my life in 1 year since starting my channel? The short answer, no and yes. What is good? I am Fatima and I am drinking some chamomile tea with lavender. Get yourself something to drink and a snack and let's hop into today's video. So good. So a little over a year ago, I uploaded my first YouTube short followed by my first solo video. And I say solo because I had a duo channel before with one of my best friends. After delaying, I was waiting, as most people do, for the perfect moment. I was like, I need to have the perfect aesthetic. I need to have all my ducks in a row. I need to have the perfect apartment. I need to have all the equipment. I was like, once I get all of that, that's when I'm gonna start my YouTube channel. When I start, it's over for the girls. But yeah, I kept delaying and delaying, and then finally my sister was like, excuse me, ma'am, like, why do you keep waiting? You know the perfect moment is not gonna happen, and it hasn't. So I was like, all right, fine, I'm finally gonna do it. I'm gonna start my YouTube channel. So I started my solo YouTube channel, and then I didn't post anything. I didn't post. I delayed, and probably for what, like maybe a month or so, and then like maybe, yeah, like a month or two, I posted my first YouTube shorts as like a test trial, and I was like, okay, that wasn't so bad. And then after that, I posted my first vlog like maybe a week or two later. So when I finally started posting, as most people are, I was delulu. I was like, watch, in a year's time from when I started posting, I'm gonna have hundreds of thousands of followers. I was like, yes, I'm gonna look back, I'm gonna have that plaque, that YouTube plaque in a year. You already know what time it is. So fast forward to a year and I have a humble 230 subscribers. Thank you all for being here. But yeah, your girl didn't even reach 500, let alone 1,000 subscribers. So that was obviously very humbling. But like I said, I am grateful for all of you, and it just reinforced that not only content creation, but YouTube specifically is a marathon, not a sprint. So that is just part of the journey. Some people, obviously, they reach these huge numbers really fast. Most of us, it takes a little bit longer, but if you quit, obviously you won't get to those numbers. So let's start with how my content creation journey, specifically starting a YouTube channel, has not really changed my life in a year. Generally speaking, my life doesn't really feel out of the ordinary. I still do, everyday things. It's not really that different than a year ago in terms of like how YouTube has impacted like my daily life. So I would say in that one area, that's how YouTube hasn't changed my life. Okay, now that we've talked about the one way that my life hasn't really changed, let's talk about the ways that having a YouTube channel for a year has changed my life. So number one, I would say that it has helped me explore and learn how to film, how to edit, how to just be creative again, which is something that I really miss doing. And it is just exciting because I get to do different things. I get to push myself to learn, like, oh, like this is a cool edit, I want to try it, or oh, have you thought about filming at this time, or so on and so forth. So it's just like a lot of cool things that I get to learn. And even to like now when I watch other people's content, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I never really paid that much attention, I guess, like to transitions and edits and stuff. Like I would say, oh, that's cool, but now I'm like, oh, I know how to do that, or I want to learn how to do that. So it's made my brain think in different ways, which is really, really cool and exciting. And yeah, I like that aspect of it. The next area is I've gotten to connect with people globally, and not just in person, because like I do like to travel, but also just like when you guys comment, and honestly, comment more. I'm 9 out of 10 times there. I 9 out of 10 times will respond to your comments, so don't be afraid to leave a comment. But anyway, yeah, I got to connect with people globally because when they interact with my content. Like, even if it's just a brief interaction, I still get to connect with people that I probably might not have connected with otherwise. Next, I've learned to consistently show up even when I don't see the results that I want. And we obviously live in an age of instant gratification. Everything's quick, fast, prompt, and having this like delayed gratification of reaching these goals that I have for myself, it is something obviously to adapt to, but it also shows me that like slow and delayed doesn't mean it's not going to happen. So, you know, even though I was delusional and being like, I'm getting 100K followers, doesn't mean it's not going to happen for me. It just means that it hasn't happened yet. So in due time. But yeah, it's just taught me to really appreciate the journey and not rush things. But also, like, sometimes it is hard. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, sometimes I'm like, dang, where's where are the people? But at the same time, it just, like, you know, helps me to just trust the journey and take my time. And I think, as most people, when you reach the goals that you're trying to reach, you just appreciate the journey even more. Last but not least, I would say that it has made me more comfortable in front of the camera after filming for a year. And like, honestly, when I started, I was like most folks, where I was like, oh my God, like, I'm an extrovert by nature. So like, talking to people in person, I'm cool with that. I don't got no problems. But it's just me alone with the camera and the lights. I'm like, what is going on? Or like, when I'm outside and then I'm like trying to vlog outside and then the camera, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so cringe. Like, how do you do it? But I do it. And shout out to my sister again, because not only did she push me to be like, girl, start this channel, but also like when we're out in public, she like helps me record and stuff like that too, and just like makes me more comfortable. So yeah, I have gotten more comfortable showing my personality, being more myself in front of the camera, which was a bit hard to do at first, and sometimes it's still uncomfortable, but it's becoming more and more second nature. So I'm really grateful for that. And that's just also like another skill that I don't know if I would have picked up otherwise had I not started my YouTube channel. Is it worth it to start a channel? I say yes, hands down. Like I said, I'm not where I want to be in terms of the community I want to build, in terms of like the editing and like certain ideas that I want to flesh out. But I am a lot closer because I have started. If I hadn't started, I would still be waiting for the perfect moment, which again, still has not arrived a year later. A year later, the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity has not arrived for me to start my YouTube channel. So if you are delaying, if you are waiting, this is your sign. Do not delay, do not postpone anymore, do not procrastinate. If you want to try something new, whether it be a new job, whether it be a new hobby, whether it be moving to a new city or state or country, or maybe it's just starting a YouTube channel, stop waiting and do it now. Do it right now. Get, you know, if you just use what you have until you know, get to where you want to be. I completely support you trying something new and exciting for yourself. And it is totally, totally worth it. The journey is obviously not always easy and, you know, butterflies and sunshines and roses, but it is definitely worth it. If you start now, you never know where you could be in a year from today. With that being said, again, I'm Fatimah. If you haven't subscribed, help your girl and subscribe to my channel. I will see you in the next video. Take care.